Hello students, myself Manoj Kumar, and today I am going to explain the concept of the angles. In this video, we will discuss about angles and naming an angles, interior and exterior of an angles, measuring angles, protectors, classification of the angles, complementary angles and the supplementary angles. Now, first topic, what is the angles and how can we create the angles, how can we form the angles? Two rays having a common endpoint form an angles. Two rays. The two rays forming an angle are called the arms of the angles, and the arms are called arm which is used to make an angle, form an angle is called arms of the angles, and where the two arms meet to each other, these are called the vertex of an angles. According to the definition, two rays having a common endpoint. Here, OB and OA are the two rays. You know, in the previous videos, from the previous videos, what are the rays? Rays is a straight path which has only one endpoint is called the ray. And here we see OA is ray and O is the endpoint, and we can extend in only one direction, and OB we can extend in this directions. OA and OB are the two rays, and the common vertex is O. Here is the common vertex O. And naming an angles, how can we naming the an angles? This is the symbols of the angle. This is the symbols of the angles. Angle AOB, we can name this angles AOB or BOA or simply O. So it means an angle has three names: AOB, BOA or O, but all these names are same to each others. And if the angles given and any quantities, here is the 1 and the A, then it can be say that angle 1 or angle A. Okay, so two rays having a common vertex form an angles, and the arms which is which is used to form the angles is called arms of the angles, and the common endpoint of these arms is called vertex of an angles. Now, interior and exterior of an angles. The points which are lie inside the angles are called interior points. This is the shape of the angles, angle BAC, and here we see the R is point interior of these angles. So in this figure, according to this figure, R is the interior points, and the point which are lie outside the angle are called exterior points. Here we see X is the exterior points, and the point which are lie on the arms of the angles are called points on angles. Here C, Q, A, P, and the B are the points on angles. Suppose here is the another points T. T. So where is the T point? T is point interior of this angles. So according to this new substitutions of the T, then this is the interior points. Okay. And now in this way we can identify the interior points, exterior points, and points on the angles in angles. Now, how can we measure the angles? When we measure the length, we will use a unit, SI unit. This is the SI unit is meters. In the case of the angles, we will use degree. We will use degree to measure the any angles. What is the degree? A degree, a complete turn around a point, is divided into 360 equal parts. Each of this part is called a degree. It is denoted by 1 degree. Here we see this is the instrument of the protector. Here we see 0 to 180, 0 to 180. Each part is 1 degree, represent the 1 degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. It is the 180 degrees. And now, what is the protector? Protector is an instrument which is used to measure an angles. Instrument, this is the instrument which is used to measure the angles or construct the angles. It is also used to construct the angles. Here you see, this is the point. This point is called the center point, where from which we will construct the any angles. Okay. Now let us see classification of angles. According to the measurement of these angles, we can classify the angles into some parts. First is the acute angles. An angle whose measure is the more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree is called an acute angles. Here, this is the diagram of the 50-degree angles. Here we see A, B, C. This is the acute angle. Why it is called the acute angles? Because it is lies between 0 degree and the 90 degree. This angle is greater than the 0 degree and less than the 90 degree. So these are the some examples. 30 degree is also acute angles. And now right angles. An angle whose measure is the 90 degree is called right angles. Here is the right angles, and see the another obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is more than 90 degree, an angle whose measure is more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. Here is the diagram of the 120 degree, and these are the some example. 130 and 120 degree is the example of obtuse angles. 100 degree, 115 degree, 125 degree, 179 degree are also the example of the obtuse angles. Straight angle, an angle whose measure is 180 degree, an angle whose measurement is 180 degree is called the straight angle. Here is the what is the straight? Straight means straight. Here is the X, O, Y is the straight angle, and it makes the angle 180 degree. Now, reflex angle. What are the reflex angles? An angle whose measure is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. The greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree is called a reflex angle. Here, this is the representations of the reflex angles. Here make the 240 degree. So this is the 240 degree, and in the same way 310 degree, 340 degree, 350 degree are the example of reflex angles. And now, last two topics, complete angle. Complete angles. An angle whose measure is 360 degree. An angle whose measure is 360 degree is called a complete angle. Here we see there are two rays, YZ and YX. YZ and YX formed an angles complete angle. This is the how can we represent this angle? We can represent the angle 360 degree in this way. Now, what is the zero angles? An angle whose measure is 0 degree. An angle is measure is 0 degree when the two rays coincide each other. They form an angles 0 degree. This is the 0 degree angles. ED and EF are the two rays. And now complementary angles. This is the very important things, important parts of this chapters. Complementary angles. Through this definition, we can find the given two angles are complementary or not, and how can we find the complement angles. Let us see. Two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of their measure is a 90 degree. Two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of their measure is 90 degree. As example, 30 degree and the 60 degree. When we add both these angles, 30 degree and 60 degree, we get the 90 degree, and 30 degree and 60 degree are complement of each other. Now, if you want to find the complement angle of suppose 10 degree. Suppose 10 degree. The complement of 10 degree angles is 80 degree. Okay. How can we find? We can find in this way: 90 degree minus 10 degree. It makes the 80 degree. Okay, 80 degree. So this is your answer. So how in this way we can find the complement angle. If you want to find the complement angle of 30 degree, then 60 degree is the complement angle. And if you want to complement angle of 60 degree, then the complement angle will be 30 degree. And so in this way, both these angles are complement to each other. Okay. Now let us see what are the supplementary angles. So supplementary angles, two angles are said to be supplementary. Two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measure is 180 degree, 130 degree and 50 degree. When we adding both these angles, we find 180 degree. So 130 degree and 50 degree are supplement to each other. And in the same way, we can find the supplement of the 100 degree. The supplement of 100 degree will be 80 degree, and supplement of 80 degree will be 100 degree. Okay. So main things are is that two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measure is 180 degree. Okay. So I hope you understood all the terms which is related to your angles in these chapters. Now, thank you for watching my videos, and in the next video we will discuss the some exercise which is related to the angles of these chapters. Thank you.